Hey, Danny here, Principal Development and Retention Expert, best-selling author, host of two of the world's most downloaded podcasts. I created what's called the Positive Spotlight tool. If you want to see your people rowing in the same direction, if you want to get more of what you want as a leader, more predictably, more consistently, then use this tool. Schools do a great job, right? Just a caveat. I think they do a pretty good job with celebration, but it stops there. Now, this tool, I'm promising you, you can teach it. It works individually, right? As a school leader, I would use it as a leadership team. I'd use it with my entire staff. I teach my staff to do this with students too. So this will have a major ripple effect within your building if you do it. So make sure you download it, and here's how to do it, right? Earl Nightingale, in his book called The Strangest Secret, said, "We become what we think about." That's why the quote is on this tool. And the point is to get more of what we want more consistently. So the celebration, I'm just going to model this right now. I'm going to celebrate that I created 3 training videos for ruckus makers today. All right. So that was something that I want to celebrate with you. So most schools stop there, right? Staff meeting. Hey, who has something to celebrate? Stand up. Let's do 3 today or whatever. And then you stop. Well, why does that matter? Well, in terms of significance, let's go a layer deeper. Creating these videos matters because A, it helps me live out my mission, which is to connect, grow, and mentor every school leader who wants to level up. And I won't continue typing in there just because of space, but this is also significant because I know people are going to get a result. And folks that use this Positive Spotlight tool write into me all the time about how it transforms their culture. Now, the connect piece, connect means what does this connect to in terms of your core values? So hopefully you've done the hard work of creating a mission, vision, core values at your school. A lot of schools do that and they never reference it again. So this is one way to find and repurpose the hard work you've done to tell the school's story, to say this kind of stuff is important. So, I teach this all the time, that ideas are great, but not the greatest. And that's a value of Better Leaders, Better Schools, because it's about taking action. When you take action as a school leader, as a ruckus maker, you're going to see results. You're going to create results. And we're all in the results business. So that connect column is all about a value, right? So, and I'll type in here, what do you want to celebrate? Okay, significance, why does it matter? And then connect to a core value, right? Then amplify is about what's the next step, right? So this is easy for me. The next step for me is to, Sanaya on the web team, put this training on the website, and then Danny, I'm going to share this tool is available on social media and to email subscribers, right? So that's the next step, the Positive Spotlight tool. Okay, and then communicate. Communicate is how can you communicate what you are celebrating? What are all the different ways? In this case, it's actually very similar. In this personal case of mine, similar to Amplify in terms of the next step. If I didn't want it to be the same, my next step might be talking about like inviting people to coaching calls to hear how it went for them in terms of implementing the trainings. But in terms of communicate, email subs, social media. I'm not going to run social media ads, but that would be a different way. The members of the Ruckus Maker Mastermind get a members only print newsletter, so I could tell the story in there about the trainings and make them aware that way. I have the podcast that I could tell this story on. I could do live videos, but I probably won't. So the next step in communications, how can you communicate? What are all the different ways? And the last thing I'll say here is, does anybody own the work, right? Other than you? So is there somebody on your team that you want to delegate this to? That's it. That's the positive spotlight tool. I want to keep this video on the shorter side. And you won't write the instructions on here for your team, but the point of me doing this is just show you how to use the tool. And again, you could do this with with the staff, the leadership team, or teachers doing this with students. They have classroom agreements. Hey, class, what agreement did we live out? What do we want to celebrate, right? Significance, connect. And so this is a really pretty neat thing. And you could fill it out, as you saw, in 5 minutes as I was teaching, talking, and recording, right? So you can do this in an incredibly efficient amount of time as well. So that's a positive spotlight tool. Do it as often as you'd like. The more you do it, the more good stuff that you'll get consistently and the things that you want to see in your building. Bye for now, and go make a ruckus.